Hey guys, before we get into the video, I was gonna record this video about 2 weeks ago. The reason why I didn't record it then was because I was hoping for some more news to come out about this specific topic, but it didn't. Yeah, that's why this video is kind of late compared to everyone else's video. But I've been playing this video for about 2 weeks. I don't have a lot to go over, so it's probably gonna be a very short video unless I'm gonna go over some stuff besides this specific topic. Title's not clickbait. I'm never doing clickbait. Um, Arrow could be coming back. Arrow season 9. Arrow season 8 ended in January, I think it was. Maybe February, early February. Um, with their 10 episode run of their final season. Um, so there's been speculation since that we're going to get an Arrow season 9, but no one really believed it because why would they come back? But Stephen Amell, and now we are basically kind of confirmed that it's being talked about, but we're not sure if it's happening. If you don't know, Green Canaries has not been given the green light to start production on CW. But Mark Guggenheim, I'm pretty sure he was, tweeted it out saying there are other ways for Green Canaries to be a thing. Now, if you don't remember, Arrow 809 was a backdoor pilot for Green Canaries, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they play that out. Now, I did get this from a YouTuber's community tab. It's basically public knowledge. The only reason why I'm using this and a couple other screenshots from community tabs is because, again, it's public knowledge, and I didn't really want to go through dozens of articles just to find this specific wording of it, and I'm pretty sure you got it from an article anyway, so it's not like it really matters. So it starts off by saying Stephen Amell has already suggested season 9 to Greg Berlanti, who is production on Arrow. And the word I can't say on YouTube almost brought it back. If you don't know, you can't say the pandemic or the virus word on YouTube for whatever reason. Even though Arrow's over, the rest of the CW superhero shows are returning to production under the safety protocols. Heels, which Stephen Amell, who plays Oliver Queen on Arrow, started production under the same protocols, and they had the same cases on the set, including Amell himself, who, if you didn't know, as it says right below that, he's been tested positive. He was looking at the pandemic restrictions and worrying. I had just gotten to Canada. I was quarantining. I'm back in British Columbia, if you're still familiar with the years of shooting Arrow. I'm also looking around at the fact that Canada has seen a bit of a bump up in cases, which I think is to be expected. He just goes into how many cases are in Britain. He wants to go back to work. He hasn't really been at work because of this pandemic, and he wants to go back to work. He said that since Arrow ended, that he wants to do something. He wants to get back to work. Before, like I said, the pandemic even started, he's been asking that. But now with the pandemic, it's even harder to get a job, especially if you're an actor or a producer, let alone the fact. But yeah. And then it says Berlanti was open to Stephen Amell's idea. The finality of Oliver Queen's story didn't phase Amell. It wasn't even Oliver's first death on Arrow, which is completely true. It's not his first death. I think he's died about 2 times on the show. The first one that comes to my mind is season 3, where Raish literally drove a sword right through his, wasn't it his heart? Or it was close to his heart. And then he pushed him off the side of a mountain, and he lived because of Lazarus Pit. Or not really the Lazarus Pit, but stuff that heals people. And so they could definitely bring him back. I think they left out, they left that plot hole to where if they wanted to bring him out back and bring Arrow back for one more season, they could do that. They definitely could do that. They could tie in that storyline saying he came back from the Lazarus Pit like they did in Crisis for, like a couple hours. Or, Spoiler for Crisis, by the way. If you didn't already figure that out. He became the Spectre, but he died as a Spectre, so could he come back as a Spectre? I would hope so, but I don't know. But you have to remember what the monitor said, especially for Felicity. Once you go there, there's no coming back. Where Oliver and Felicity are in the finale, they can't come back. Now, that's in the future, so I definitely think that there could be some timeline gap between 2020 and 2040 where they could bring those two characters back and say, hey, you came back from the dead, at least for Oliver, while Felicity's alive in Star City, or wherever she is. Oliver comes back for like a 10 episode run of a final season, or, maybe 20, and they go from there. Berlanti asked him if he was serious. He said, yeah, of course he is. He wants to get back to work. And they really think Arrow's going to come back. Now, the main reason why this is a big thing right now is because Stephen Amell tweeted or retweeted this about from IGN saying that a show would be returning for a 10 episode limited run. And Stephen Amell retweeted, this is why you never say never. And it started this whole thing about Arrow returning, which I wouldn't, put past. Considering we've had multiple shows return after a final season for a, just really a startup, I guess, or a return for a couple episodes. And then this article that's on your screen right now really just sums up what I've been saying throughout this whole video. I really hope it happens. I loved Arrow Season 8. I think it's one of the best seasons of Arrow, but in my opinion, I love every season of Arrow, so I can't really, say, it's my favorite season when I love every other season. But honestly, Arrow Season 8 is probably the best final season out there that I've ever watched. I love the finale. There were a few things I think could have been better that could have tied up. Like with maybe seeing Malcolm in the finale with Thea. But I know that would screw up the timeline, so that's probably why you didn't do it entirely. And it probably wouldn't have driven Thea to become who she was in the finale, or the final season of Arrow, where she was with the League. If Malcolm didn't die, that probably wouldn't have happened, but it would have been nice to see something along those lines of Malcolm and Thea having a storyline. And I kind of wish that was on Earth 2, but having the plot of an 801 where Thea died, and on Earth 2, that was a pretty good storyline, honestly. Not saying I liked Thea dead. She's one of the best characters on Arrow, but yeah, that was a pretty interesting storyline to go into, and I liked it. So, but I definitely think there could be some things throughout before the finale, like Felicity coming back, or Nyssa, like I know Amell suggested. I think it was 2 months ago, before the pandemic. Pandemic didn't start 2 months ago. What am I saying? Before the pandemic started, he held an event in Chicago, Illinois, and he asked fan questions, and he said he would have liked to see Nyssa and a couple other people before the finale to interact with Oliver. Yeah, I wish we had more scenes with Barry and Oliver. And Supergirl and Oliver. I think that would have been really good to have for a final season, because let's be real, there wouldn't be Flash without Arrow. There wouldn't be Supergirl without Flash. And Arrow, honestly. I think we've seen multiple times where Flash and Arrow have, Supergirl and Arrow have, really relied on the shows. Like, without Arrow, Supergirl, we wouldn't have been introduced to aliens, which wouldn't have tied in Arrow and Supergirl. And Flash, for that matter, and Legends. And if there wasn't for Arrow, Supergirl probably wouldn't have gone with the vigilante type of heroes that's in Supergirl. That's just me. What do I know? And if it wasn't for Arrow, Kara probably wouldn't be Supergirl. Honestly, like I could word that better. She probably wouldn't be as good of a hero as she was if Arrow wasn't a thing. So yeah. I have multiple Arrowverse videos planned for this week. Hopefully I'll be able to do them. I'll be doing one tomorrow morning and one Thursday morning. I don't know if I'm going to do another one today or not. If I do, it won't be up till tomorrow. But I'm recording this video on Tuesday. Hopefully it's out on Tuesday. I don't know. I'm going to be ending it right after I'm done recording it. So, if you enjoy the video, hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers. I know I've done a video about this already, but it's still so amazing to me that I managed to hit 100 subscribers in about a month, under a month. So, a little over a month. But, thank you all for support. Thank you for watching this video. Yeah, just so I know I'm digging out this outro, but I do love the Arrowverse. The only reason why I'm not doing more content on it is obviously the shows aren't on because of the pandemic, and they're not coming back till January/February, so that's why there's not that much Arrowverse content. I'm trying to come up with as many videos as I possibly can, whether it's theories or figuring stuff out, or going over stuff like this, news about Arrow or Flash or Supergirl, whatever. I'm going to be trying to do that more, just because I would like to get an Arrowverse community here on this channel before I start actually going over the future seasons of the Arrowverse. That way I can just start fresh now and not while the seasons are on. So I hope you guys understand that. And thank you for watching. Can't talk apparently. And I'll see you guys whenever I upload next. Thanks, guys. Thank you for watching. Can't talk apparently.